to a local hospital where he later died that night. Investigators believe the intended target of the gunfire was Reginald Williams, a black male aged 19, who is the victim's cousin and who was present in the front yard of 710 Spearing Street at the time of the shooting. Williams is a certified Out East gang member. Investigators believe the shooting was part of an ongoing dispute between members of Out East and another criminal street gang known as Problem Child Entertainment. This is resulting from rap video taunts posted on the internet and other incidents that are still under investigation. So today we are here to announce 2 arrests in Aiden's case. First, the arrest today of Henry Lee Hayes, who's a Problem Child Entertainment member. He's a black male age 16. He's charged with murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, discharging a firearm from a moving vehicle within 1,000 feet of a person, possession of a firearm by an adjudicated delinquent, and shooting into an occupied vehicle. Hayes has been adjudicated as an adult, and he was booked into the PTDF this morning on a no bond warrant. He was transferred from a juvenile detention facility where he was serving a 15-day sentence for violating conditions of a home detention arrest that occurred on February 23rd. Charges against Hayes come as a result of witness identification and forensic evidence. Investigators have recovered 1 of the firearms and the vehicle that was used in the crime. The second arrest actually occurred on February the 4th. Detectives arrested D'Angelo Wilson, a black male aged 23, as suspect after the fact to Aiden's murder. Again, the investigation is ongoing and very active. Arrests are anticipated. I would like to thank the public for their support in providing crucial information that's helped solve this case. To date, we've received over a dozen Crime Stoppers tips, plus some additional tips that have helped us directly impact and be successful in this investigation up to date. We encourage the community to continue to call in tips, including any information about Henry Hayes or D'Angelo Wilson or any of their associates. We'd also like to thank the State Attorney's Office, Ms. Corey and her staff, FDLE, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, and ATF for their hard work and assistance in Aiden's case. So with that, I can answer just a few questions.
Sheriff,
yes,
you're saying that Henry Hayes was one of the shooters, but D'Angelo Wilson was just helped out afterwards, so there still is 1 shooter at large? Is that correct?
So Henry Lee Hayes has been charged with murder. He is a shooter. D'Angelo Williams, correct, as an accessory after the fact. There is still 1 shooter yet to be charged, correct.
How many more suspects are you looking at in this case for charges or being arrested?
We're not going to expand on that other than to say there will be multiple, additional arrests to follow, let me say.
Did these tips come from witnesses or from Crime Stopper tips, or how did you guys get the tips that lead to these 2 arrests?
We've got a lot of information from the community in a variety of ways, and we continue to get tips today, tips and phone calls and different things from the community. So, again, we would ask the community for their support, continued support in this, that they would continue to call us and give us information about this case. So all of that, really. Yes, sir.
Frank Powers from Channel 4. Is this arrest in this case going to help you make some others? There have been a lot of shootings and homicides on the east side of late.
Well, this may help with this case, definitely. So we hope that with this individual being arrested for this case, that it may prompt some people to come forward with some additional information. So we obviously hope that it helps in this case, and it very, very well may be able to break loose some information in some other cases that we're working.
Do you know the size of these 2 gangs, Out East and Problem Child?
I do. So Out East, right now, Out East is they are a certified criminal street gang. They have 65 members. Keep in mind that some of these members currently are in jail. Some of these members are in prison. This is our intelligence unit, our gang unit, using this intelligence to track the members and their associates. And Problem Child Entertainment has 16 certified members. And again, remember, street gangs are certified by state statute. It defines what a street gang is, and a street gang member is certified by state statute. So members we're talking about have met that certification requirement.
Can you say anything about what the were that led to the shooting?
No, we won't elaborate on that at all.
It was on the
Yeah, it was on the internet.
They were communicating.
Yes. No, we're not going to elaborate on that today. Hopefully in the next few weeks, we'll be able to kind of close the loop on a lot of this information for you.
Sheriff, you mentioned that Henry Hayes is being charged as an adult. Is the other one being charged as an adult as well?
The other one is an adult.
Okay. Why would Henry be in charge for adult if he's in this case? Why are you guys pursuing that type of action?
Why are we charging him as an adult? He was adjudicated an adult already for his previous record, and obviously this being a murder case, that's an option that we have and feel like it's the right option to take. Yes, sir.
Can I change gears for a second, Sheriff? What's the status of the undercover officer?
So today, I have not spoken to him today. I spoke to his wife earlier. However, he has been up sitting in a chair, taking some visitors today, having conversation with his family and those visitors. So, by the grace of God, he is doing tremendous right now, and we hope that track continues. But he's, still in need of prayer and still has a long road ahead of him to recovery, but doing much better today than we anticipated.
As the commander-in-chief, pardon the expression.
Sure.
I would imagine that yesterday was pretty weighty for you.
Sure, absolutely. Not as weighty for me as it was for the officer. So, I can tell you I'm blessed with a great staff here that does a lot of work. I don't do any of this by myself. These men and women that work around here do a fantastic job every day, and yesterday was about him. So as long or as heavy as my day was, it did not compare to him or his families, obviously. So, we continue to keep them in our prayers.
Another question, Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
Baby Aiden. Obviously, this has been a trying time for officers as a 20-year-old. How emotional that is for you to find whoever did this, or people who
Effort in the cases we have, obviously, ramped up with the 22-year-old. It's stirring emotion. We have to control that. Professionally, these cases, make sure we do a good job. Build, provide staff, build the individuals responsible. So, time about the emotion, the right thing to do.
your crew, what is your doing? I guess attack and fight.
So now, things that are happening since the night of this shooting. There's been a lot of going again. Town where activity is higher, basically, and more intense than other parts of the city. So we are able to leverage again with our partnership with the mayor's office. Leverage those overtime dollars. That has a direct impact in these neighborhoods. And some of this overtime money is really directed at being able to allow us to have more officers in those areas and work strategically and targeting gang members in these communities. So, without that, the emphasis or the intensity of that would have been a lot less. With it, obviously, we can ramp up the intensity and really increase the focus on these individuals in the community. So, thank you all. I appreciate your time.
Do you have anything to say?
I might say one thing right now. The one thing that stands between this case and some of the ones you all have been publicizing, claiming, shots were fired in the direction of human beings, but no one was hurt. So why are we being so tough on these people? Because one word stands between the people you've reported on and the people involved in this case, and that's called trajectory. And none of the people firing these guns are good enough shots to be in control where those bullets go. That's why we have dead too much. And that's why this community understands that firing guns in the direction of humans will not be tolerated in the 4th Judicial Circuit.